too. My name's Phil Powers, but you can just call me the old man. When I was a little boy, and if I was bad, my parents gave me a spanking. If I was real bad, sometimes it was with a belt. Now, before you get all bent out of shape about this, let me tell you something. Those were the good old days, literally. Now, the other day, I was in the supermarket, and I heard this noise and caterwauling coming from the next aisle, and I went over there, and there was this little toddler on the floor, beating on the floor and screaming and doing all kinds of things because apparently his mama told him no when he wanted a toy. People don't seem to spank their children like they did. If that had been me, my mama would have grabbed me by the ear and led me out of the store, paddling me as we went. But no, this is a different time, and the woman got down on her knees and looked at her little boy and said, "Johnny, don't act like this. You know it hurts, Mama." "Don't care. Want toy now," was his reply. And he kept a-hollering and a-caterwauling and whatever. Finally, the woman gave in and gave the kid the toy. Amazing. He shut up immediately. His little face beamed, and he had won. Now, the problem with this is that it doesn't seem like a big deal, but the woman actually was being taught how to treat her son. That is, he had learned that he could manipulate her. All he had to do was scream and cry, and he'd get whatever he wanted now. I don't know. I think this whole thing started maybe in the 70s. When all these authors and psychologists and stuff were writing things about, don't discipline your children or speak bad to them because that could hurt their self-esteem and so on. And that's when they came up later with this deal about participation trophies. You don't have to win, just being there is great because all children are wonderful. All children are perfect. Well, problem with that is sooner or later, these kids got to leave their basements and their video games behind and go out in the world. They ain't ready. I mean, so much so now that you see these, what they call safe rooms in colleges. Now, in these rooms, they can play Legos or with dolls or video games and forget that reality is out there. They can be children again. These are what we call snowflakes. People with an inflated sense of their own worth. Just totally narcissistic and totally believing that everything should be for them. They've been supported by psychologists and sociologists for years. That's where the whole helicopter kind of thing came into play, with moms and dads hovering over their kids so they couldn't do anything wrong. How silly is that? Problem is, when little Johnny goes out to get a job, after about 2 weeks he gets fired because he doesn't know what to do, doesn't have any skills. Now he gets mad and he doesn't understand it because he was always told that he was good, he was perfect, everything was wonderful. So he starts believing that it's not his problem, it's society's problem. And he becomes one of those people that we call victims. They think everything is against them and nothing is their fault and everything is a problem. And he goes through his life like that and spins down and really never accomplishes anything because he's told himself that he's just a victim and can't. Parents, do your kids a favor. Don't hold them so they can't fall down. Teach them how to get up. Now, life is like what Anthony Quinn said in the movie Zorba the Greek. Life is trouble. Only death is not. To be alive is to undo your belt and look for trouble. Growth comes from embracing life, not avoiding it. Listen to me, your kids, and you will be happier. Well, that's all for now, but just remember, if you can't reach the stars, jump. Hi, this is the old man, and thanks for watching. Now, since I'm giving you all this good stuff, you got to do something for me, okay? You got to share the link. Make sure you push that like button. Subscribe to this channel, because we're going to have new videos coming at you every Tuesday, because I got a lot of stuff I'm going to talk to you about. So you stay tuned. You're going to learn something, whether you want to or not.